You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds.
Sports, the infinite frontier. These are the rants, opinions, and discussions of the one and the only Sports Nerds. Their mission, to talk about the major headlines in sports news, drink beer, curse loudly, and heavily criticize their favorite teams. To boldly rant where no man has ranted before. And now, here are your nerds. Get those nerds! Philip Ford.
Who is scruffy?
And Max Andrews.
Y'all stink fans, God, I hope they burn your head!
And Tom.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
We got it?
Yep, we're good. All right.
Hey.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Welcome to episode 25.
Five.
Did you say 25?
We can rent a car now.
Yeah, of Sports Nerds. We were just so excited to get some podcasts going. We decided to start it up at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a while, and we took time out of this lovely Saturday afternoon, halftime here of the noon kickoff football games here. We obviously have been watching the Ohio State game. But yeah, so we're here to talk some sports, catch up on football. It's really all we're going to talk about today is football.
Yeah.
Because it's the best, and baseball's done with.
Thank God.
And
Thank God. Who won? Who won? We didn't talk
the Royals.
The Royals won.
Royals won the World Series.
And you know what? This
They
year,
beat some ass.
This year marks like the first year, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years, where I didn't watch any baseball even on accident at all this year. Yeah.
It was a good series. A lot of it went to extra innings. I think the first game was like 14 innings long.
See, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, and especially like they start the game like at 8:30 at night, so it's like you're
going until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so it's like you got to be a real big fan to be watching, to stay up and watch that shit. But yeah, the Royals won. They did it with their pitching, and they did it with some timely hitting. Mets won a game, but tough shit. So go Royals.
Yeah, Royals.
American League Central.
Good job, fellas.
Way to represent.
Way to lock it down.
Been 30 years since you won one, so congrats. So yeah, so baseball's done. And hockey's really still in its infancy stages right now. So is basketball. So a lot can happen there.
How many hockey games do they play this season?
Oh God, like 80.
That's still a lot of games.
Yeah.
That's not baseball bad, but that's up there.
But imagine like basketball where you're just going back and forth all the time, except you're getting hit constantly.
Yeah.
So they go through a lot.
No bueno.
Hockey's really underrated in my opinion.
The Blue Jackets, Columbus Blue Jackets, finally got some wins under their belt. It was like a 5-6 game.
They lost like their
spell?
they lost their first like 7 games.
Yeah,
and they're projected to make the playoffs and by some people go to the Stanley Cup. So so we'll see what happens with them. They fired their coach. They got a new coach. They're playing better now, so we'll see. Rest of the hockey news, we'll hold off on all the hockey stuff until later, until we get into the teeth of the season. Same with basketball. We'll wait here, but right now let's talk football. It is November. November is the month of football. You got Thanksgiving coming up. You got everybody going to be watching football and or playing football on that day, which is sweet. I know we're still a couple weeks away, but hey.
At least we're not talking about Christmas.
Yes. Like everybody else. All you other sports podcasts out there talk about Christmas.
For real, man. Early.
Can't name one of you, but I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
You in corporate America trying to shove Christmas down our throats.
Sports podcast.
I just got over Halloween, so
right? I mean, like, can Thanksgiving get some love?
Yeah, we get some turkey and some Indians.
And some football?
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyway, all right.
All right, well, let's get into football since we keep talking about it. We won't tease you anymore. I got some top 25 scores here right now. Ohio State started off a little rough here, but they're winning 14-3 at halftime against Illinois. Michigan State up 17-7 halftime against Maryland. They started off a little sluggish. Connor Cook was in and out there for a while, but
looks like they're back on track now.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. They were 7-7 for the longest
Yeah,
time.
we were watching and we're like, what the hell is going on here? But it looks like they finally got their shit together, and so keep an eye out on that one. The big surprise right now is Kansas. Kansas, our favorite word to say, besides Arkansas.
Yeah.
Is tied with TCU right now, 10-10 at the half, and you're probably wondering what the hell's going on. Kansas hasn't won a game all year. Well, apparently Trayvon Boykin, the big Heisman hopeful, the badass quarterback for TCU, is out for the game. So they got a white boy back there, and he's not going to be able to run that spread like Trayvon can. So
did they lose last week?
Yes, they did. And Oklahoma State spanked them.
Oh yeah, because I remember like the dude
Spanked them.
The Oklahoma State had less total yards, and they had the ball for less time.
Yeah.
And they had like 7 times the score.
Well, they scored. It was like it took them like 4 or 5 plays to score every time. I mean, It was just all these big plays. I don't know if you watched or not, but it was just.
Oh no, I only saw like 3 of the 77-yard touchdown passes that game.
Yeah, it was just bomb after bomb after bomb, and TCU couldn't stop, man, because and that's the big knock on Big 12 is that they can't play no defense. So TCU proved that, and Oklahoma State kind of also proved the opposite because they did play some defense against them. Northwestern, they're ranked 18th, I believe. They're beating Purdue 14-7. Who gives a shit?
Right.
Florida, number 11, beating South Carolina 14-10. Just started third quarter. Florida State having a little trouble right now with North Carolina State. You ever read that?
Really?
Yeah, North Carolina State. They are beating Florida State 17-14 right now, halftime.
Florida State just took a tough loss to
Clemson.
Yeah. They had their hearts in it. They just couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, and Clemson gave them every opportunity too. So, and then we got some afternoon games here, but we'll touch on those here in a little bit. I want to talk about a little bit of what happened last week with college football. Mainly Michigan State getting dicked over by the referees against Nebraska. Now, first of all, Nebraska had no business being in that game, but it was at Nebraska at night. Nebraska is notorious for pulling off big wins at night in Nebraska, regardless of how bad they have been since joining the Big Ten and leaving the Big 12, as a matter of fact.
Well, they were on top of the Big 12 when they left, weren't they?
They were, but then Dominic Sue graduated, and
and defense became a thing of the past.
Yeah. So, I know Nebraska has been such a big disappointment since joining the Big Ten. We really thought they were going to take the Big Ten to a whole new level. SEC, type status hasn't happened. But regardless, though, they've been playing like crap. And Michigan State, if you're not sure what happened at the end of the game, Nebraska had the ball, threw up a Hail Mary, and the Nebraska receiver went out of bounds, came back into bounds, was the first person to catch the ball, and took it in for a touchdown.
And they judged that he was pushed out of bounds,
yes.
So he was an eligible receiver.
Exactly. Now, if you go YouTube the play, you will see that the Michigan State player does not even touch this guy or, let alone force him out of bounds. It's complete bullshit. This isn't the first time where a big game has been blown. If you remember a couple weeks prior, the University of Miami, Florida against Duke, they had the big lateral play at the very end where there was a bunch of illegal laterals. Yeah. A guy was down even, and they weren't calling it.
No, man, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, like football in the moment.
Yeah, it's great football in the moment. You watch that play. But at the same time, though, come on. These are refs. These are big-time college football refs. You should be knowing what you're doing.
If I'm a ref, I'm just gonna let it go. Like that's more exciting. If you let 7 forward passes and 1 knee down, if you let that stop you, then like, is this America?
Well, I was gonna say you're changing the entire sport.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever.
But it was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch, but at the same time, though, you're just like, he's down. No, that's illegal. No, it's coming back. It's coming back. No flags? Really? You got to be shitting me.
And then they reviewed it for 9 minutes.
Yeah, and came back and said, everything was fine. Totally
legal. That's my thing. I thought they were just counting up how many times this play got stopped.
Yeah.
Before, they got to the end.
Yeah.
It was like, actually, there's 17 penalties on the...
Yeah, it was a huge kick in the nuts. And what was even worse is that the ACC commissioner or whatever came out and said, yeah, they got it wrong. we apologize, blah, 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 blah. Those guys, the refs will be dealt with. But it's like, okay, you basically came out and said the call should have been reversed. So shouldn't you take away that victory then? Like, these schools get in trouble, and they vacate wins and stuff like that. So why can't you vacate a win during the middle of the season? I don't know. I don't see why you can't do that.
Because then your record would get screwed.
Yeah, well, you're screwing with the record, you're screwing with the rankings, and it's like, a team like Duke, who's trying to play for the ACC title, maybe trying to get in that college football playoff. They're not going to be able to go now.
Well, I mean, like the guy didn't want to re-punch in the numbers. Like he's already done all the rankings. They've already done, they already put like 7 in the win column, 8 in the loss column. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
they've already done all that, man. They have to get back on the internet and like change everything
and push a button.
Yeah, a few buttons in succession.
Not just a button, a few buttons.
Yeah, man. Like that's a lot to ask for somebody.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, and they gotta like print out the like standard apology and have the dude like read it off in front of the camera.
Just making excuses for these guys.
It's just a lot of hard work. I'm just saying, like,
not hard work.
Might as well just leave the bad call in there.
It's not hard work.
It's a ton of hard work.
No, it's not. Out of here. Secretary can do that in 5 minutes.
Administrative assistant.
Whatever.
Secretary is not the preferred nomenclature.
Whatever. You make a spreadsheet faster than changing the rankings. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Michigan State got screwed. Now their season is in the toilet. Well, it's not technically in the toilet. They still got a shot if they run the table, beat Ohio State, and forget who else they play, and then win the Big Ten championship. They'll probably get in the playoff. But
they shouldn't have. Nebraska shouldn't have been in that game. Michigan State, I thought, was a better team than that.
Well, they are a better team. It's just that it seems like throughout the year, Michigan State has played down to the level of their competition.
They're doing Ohio State football.
Yeah, and Ohio State hasn't done themselves any favor by doing the same thing too. So, what's that?
That's Phil.
Is that Phil?
Yeah.
Tell him to join.
He's with his in-laws eating. He's
perfect time for him to come podcast.
Recently married. He's no longer fianced.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Phil got married, by the way, everybody. So.
Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to say that online.
We can't.
I might have.
He didn't get married.
I might have messed up. No, I'm pretty sure that's next.
You get
blank. That's happening.
Well.
Anyway. Yes. Sorry. Carry on saying something.
What are we talking about now? Told Phil to join, but okay. Yeah. Just Michigan State playing down a level of competition. Ohio State's done it too, which is the reason why they are number 3 in the college football playoff. Let's talk a little bit about the college football playoff here. The rankings as follows are number 1, Clemson, number 2, Alabama, 3, Ohio State, 4, Notre Dame. Number 5, I believe, is Iowa. Number 6 is Oklahoma State. Those are the 2 teams that have the best chance of crashing the party there. To be honest with you, after the Florida State-Clemson game, I don't think Clemson should be ranked number 1 anymore. They just look like poop. I really don't like the ACC at all. I don't know why they get the benefit of the doubt a lot. There's really not a lot of good teams in there. I guess there's just more like traditional powerhouses, like, you got the U and Florida State, but Florida State has shown that they're, especially today, they're losing North Carolina State currently.
North Carolina State?
Yeah. They're a middle-of-the-road team at best.
Come on. Have some respect.
Yeah, I think Clemson is overrated. I think that'll be proven in the college football playoff if they remain unbeaten. Alabama, okay, Alabama's good, all right? Do I think they should be ranked number 2 currently, though, in the polls? No. They did beat LSU, and I mean, they beat down LSU. They stuffed Leonard Fournette, which was very impressive to do because it seemed like no one could stop Fournette. So, I mean, yeah, they look good, but they still have a 1 loss, and that was to Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is looking less and less impressive every week.
Every loss.
Yeah, and so so I don't buy Alabama being as good as they are. I mean, they have a great defense and a great run game, but at the same time, though, they do not I still don't think their quarterback has what it takes. So, you inviting Phil?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Alabama's quarterback has what it takes. And so, but yeah. Ohio State, I think they should be number 3. I know a lot of Buckeye fans might disagree with me.
That's cool.
But they haven't played like they're the defending national champions. They're playing like an undefeated Big Ten team. That's basically it.
And we got our starting quarterback likes to down a beer and then go drive
Yeah.
at the age of 20,
Yeah.
which is totally legal in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's not an issue at all.
Yeah. I mean, that was.
Except it's not legal in
Yeah.
the United States.
I mean, what was dumb is like, yeah. I mean, this is 2015, man. Call an Uber. If you guys aren't familiar with how the Columbus is mapped out, campus and downtown are right next to each other. So even if he was downtown, it's a short walk. You're a college athlete. You're starting quarterback for the Buckeyes. Like, I think you can handle walking like 4 or 5 miles down High Street.
You wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
You should be like, if you're JT Barrett, you tweet,
Yeah.
I am here. You do your little location tag. I need a ride. And
Yeah.
then
Come pick me up.
watch traffic jam as people try to give you a ride.
Yeah, we were joking earlier. You get hillbillies coming out of the woodwork out of the
Breaking
sticks in Ohio.
the laws of physics to give JT Barrett a ride home.
Hey, JT, you need a ride?
Yes, that's how it would go.
I've been a Buckeye football fan all my life, JT. I love you.
There it is, man.
I want you to start over Cardale all year. I'm glad to give you a ride home. Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's how it would go. But you got to appreciate the irony, though, having Cardale Jones come and pick him up from jail.
Yes. Like,
I mean, he is his roommate, but at the same time,
why did you just give him a ride in the first place?
Yeah, right. It's probably Cardale Jones. I mean, you see the meme going around on Facebook saying you're like, it's Cardale Jones. And he's like, hello, police. I'd like to report a drunk driver.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. A lot of people on the internet are blowing it up out of proportion, saying throw the book at him, a 1-game suspension, scholarship loss, $400 fine, loss of license is not enough. They should, go even further, which I think is crazy because
that's
he
all
was
the things
barely
that
over the
happen
limit.
to a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, as far as the legal stuff, and then, like, a college person.
He was barely over the limits, and it was a misdemeanor, not a felony, OVI. So let's put that in perspective, too. And according to the rules, he was punished accordingly by law and by school standards.
Yeah.
So, it's not like this is Jameis Winston, who raped a girl and got away scot-free, who also stole crab legs, got away scot-free. The one thing we can be proud of here in Columbus.
I would equate this to stealing crab legs.
Yeah. Not even that. It's like asking for a water cup and filling it up with like Pepsi.
Yeah.
That's one thing we can hang our heads high though here in Columbus is that at least our police don't cut athletes any breaks, like they do down in Tallahassee. So I'm talking to you, Florida State fans.
Because he did try. He really did try.
Yo, yeah, JT even tried. He's like, I'm Ohio State quarterback. Is there anything you do for me? And they're like, no. And he's like,
I guess I'm busted.
Yeah, he's like, fuck. But
that
movie, man.
Yeah, Terminator. Ugh.
So
it's weak.
Not that weak. It was all right. Just a little dumb. So there's a new Terminator movies trailer in the background here. It's pretty funny. I saw it the other night. I told Max about it. Max still won't see it.
No, I pretty much watched it in your description. It was that good.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty good at describing movies, by the way.
Yeah, it's if you've never listened to Mike describe a movie, it's an experience to say the least.
Breathtaking. So, anyways, back to football. JT Barrett, Jameis Winston. Yeah. So our police are better than your police, Tallahassee. So deal with it. But yeah, back to college football rankings. Number 4, you have Notre Dame. I'm still up in the air about Notre Dame. They're not in a conference, so they're not going to play in a conference championship game. Their only one loss is to Clemson, which it's a really good loss, I guess, if with the eye test. But I mean, if you watch Clemson play, I don't know. I still think Clemson's a little suspect to being number 1. The one thing you got to give Notre Dame credit for, like Ohio State, is that Ohio State last year won the whole thing with their 3rd-string quarterback. Notre Dame right now is on their 2nd-string quarterback, 3rd-string running back. They're the walking wounded out there, and they're still kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing you can point to for Notre Dame, saying they're doing this all with backups in a lot of key positions, and they're still winning. So I can kind of see it there. Not to mention Notre Dame probably has the biggest fan base nationwide, and it's great for television if they did get in. So
fuck Notre Dame though. Like, really? Like Rudy happened like 80 years ago, and then what has happened since then?
Nothing.
So
They haven't won a national title since '88. I want to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like the season after Rudy got out.
Yeah, and if Ohio State didn't have that bowl ban, we would have played them in the national title game. We would have kicked their ass.
Oh yeah, I mean it was.
But instead, Alabama played them, kicked
Anyway,
their ass.
but then we got our revenge when not only did we kick their ass in the fucking bowl game, but then
Yeah,
our linebacker slept with the quarterback's sister.
we married her.
Well, that's beside the point. He still banged her that night. Like,
Still banged her and banged him.
he's like,
on
yeah,
the field.
yeah,
Yeah,
the whole family.
Brady Quinn, AJ Hawk,
Anywho.
which are good people, by the way.
Yeah, great people.
So, anyways, number 5 is Iowa. Iowa has been kind of like under the radar, but they've been winning pretty impressively. They have a really talented running back. They have a good defense. They're undefeated, and it's good for the Big Ten.
Do you think that Iowa's strength of schedule is pretty weak sauce this year?
Well, yeah. I mean, they haven't played anybody really impressive. I mean, they beat Northwestern. That's their one thing they can hang their hat on. They beat Northwestern, a good Northwestern team. Northwestern is a top 25 team, in my opinion. They're ranked 18th right now, and I think that's a good ranking for them. But I think Iowa has a shot to impress people. And I hope they went out and go to the Big Ten title game and then get absolutely curb stomped by Ohio State. That's my whole goal.
It's a plan.
Yeah, that is the plan. But wish in one hand and shit in the other. So we'll see what fills up first.
Yep.
But yeah, and then you got Oklahoma State, which I think is getting overlooked a lot. Oklahoma State's looking pretty legit. Their offense and then their defense, just what they did to Trayvon Boykin last week, I think was very impressive. Holding them to like 20-something points. And he threw a few picks in that game too. Just made him look very mediocre in that game, while Oklahoma State was just throwing up points left and right.
They just make TCU look stupid.
Yeah. So so it'll be interesting to see here how everything shakes out here. We got some interesting matchups here in the afternoon. The two big games here are you got Alabama versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State is 7-2. It's at Mississippi State. So that'll be interesting to watch. I'm hoping Mississippi State does beat Alabama because I think Alabama is a good team, but I still hate Alabama. I hate their fans. They just insist upon themselves, and I'm sure they would say the same thing about Ohio State fans, but most of Ohio State fans are pretty practical. That's why we're not complaining about being ranked number 3. But Alabama's like, hey, we should be ranked number 1. We should be ranked number 1
I think we win
years.
because most Ohio State fans can read.
Yeah, we do have that advantage. Yeah.
It says Batman right here.
Yeah. It's not man bat.
Nam-tab.
Nam-tab.
Anyway.
Yeah. You got Michigan versus Indiana. Indiana's 4-5, but they've played everybody pretty tough this year, including Ohio State, Michigan State.
Michigan's defense is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, Indiana's going to lose, but I mean, I think it'll be a close game. Michigan's favored by 12.5. Clemson is playing Syracuse. Syracuse is 3-6. Clemson should win. Oklahoma State versus Iowa State. Iowa State's 3-6. Oklahoma State should win.
I mean, this is the same Oklahoma State that scored like 50 points against TCU.
Yeah. They're going to curb stomp them. You got number 23 North Carolina versus Miami, Florida. I mean, neither of these guys are going to be playing in a major bowl at the end of the year, so who cares? Notre Dame's going to play Wake Forest. Wake Forest sucks. So
come on, dude. Wake Forest has got a chance.
You said that a couple weeks ago with Georgia Tech, and look what happened against Florida State. So I'm going to have to watch the end of this. I'm going to have to watch this Notre Dame game now.
Well, but like, have you noticed though the Notre Dame? Like, they are banged up, but like, they are literally like the Fighting Irish this season. They're like, every win has been like
they just get drunk and
like they're trying, like they gotta rough up. It's not been like steamrolling every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not this big bad Irish machine. It's like,
I mean, the only team they annihilated was Texas, and Texas only has like a couple wins. So,
Texas sucks.
Yeah, which is disturbing. They're disturbingly bad.
Yeah, that's a giant drop off from recent.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
You got Navy. They're playing SMU. SMU's 1-8. Navy's ranked number 20. They're 7-1. Navy should murder them. Temple, they're ranked 22. They're actually good this year. The fighting Bill Cosby's. They're playing South Florida. They'll beat South Florida, in my opinion. Interesting matchup here. You have Memphis versus Houston. Houston's undefeated. Memphis is Memphis undefeated? Let me check.
No,
here.
Memphis is undefeated.
I think they took a loss. Let me see.
We have to check our internets.
Yeah, right.
But while we're
Supposed to
talking
be
about
sports
that,
nerds, but we don't know shit.
wait,
about
man,
sports.
like nerds use the internet. We like sports. There, covered.
So I'm showing the records.
That's great.
Yeah, Navy beat Memphis last week, so yeah. So Memphis
Yeah, I
is
knew they
7-1. Houston's 8-0, so that'll be probably a fun game to watch. Probably a lot of points going to be scored in that game. So LSU against Arkansas. Arkansas won double overtime last week. LSU will probably beat them though. Oregon versus Stanford.
Oh my goodness! If Arkansas beats LSU,
Arkansas.
that would be great.
Yeah.
I would really like that.
Well,
Who
if
saw that coming?
Arkansas beats LSU though, everyone's gonna be like, "Well, it just goes to show you how tough the SEC is." Like, no, it's not. To show how overrated the SEC
Yeah,
is.
you know.
Oregon versus Stanford.
That should be a good game.
It will be a good game. I think Oregon's high-powered offense versus Stanford's really good defense. And Stanford's actually got an offense this year. And they have a McCaffrey who is a Heisman hopeful.
Yeah, Stanford's a solid team.
Yeah.
Coming out of what, Pac-12?
Pac-12, yeah. Their only loss is to Northwestern beginning of the year.
Who
So
I think got lucky or something. I don't. They were channeling their inner.
I mean, it was a
Heisman Trophy
slobber
winners.
knocker. I mean, I watched that game, and it was just like, it was just tough defense both ways, and it was just like, it was like a battle of field goals. It was a low-scoring game. And then there's so many other games I do not give a shit about, but we'll talk about. But the big one, Oklahoma number 12 versus number 6 Baylor. Everyone's picking Baylor. I'm thinking Oklahoma though in this game. Baylor's all offense, no defense. They got their second-string quarterback. I don't care how well he's been playing. Oklahoma's they're a traditional powerhouse. They got Bob Stoops, who's one of the better coaches in college football, even though maybe his bowl record and his resume doesn't say it, but he's been around Oklahoma for over 15 years now. He knows what he's doing over there with that program. I think they're gonna win. So
Baylor is. I think Baylor's going to win. I hate to agree with Lee Corso, but here we are.
Here we are.
I'm in agreement with Lee Corso. I just think the offense is going to be a little too much, even with the second-string quarterback. I don't think they lost too many steps.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
And I also just like being contrary.
Yeah, it makes for interesting television. In this case, interesting podcast.
Interesting internets.
Yes. All right, so that's college football.
Oh, good. We can talk about pros now.
Yeah, we can talk about pro football.
Fuck all these kids. For real.
Fuck them kids.
I'm just kidding. I'm all about Ohio State. I don't even care if all my fantasy teams lose, if the Broncos lose, it's still a good football weekend if the Buckeyes win.
See, the
Browns are going to lose. So
Yeah.
You can't even throw that in.
well, now that you mention that, it is. Let's start talking about the Browns here, first and foremost. Johnny Manziel will be starting quarterback for my Cleveland Browns.
Woo!
Johnny Manziel.
Woo! I'm Johnny Football. I suck balls.
No, he doesn't suck balls. He sucks
balls. No, dude.
Did you not see him on Instagram over the weekend? Last weekend?
No, I didn't.
He was the honorary captain for Texas A&M, and he went down there and he was like banging like 3 chicks
He was the honorary captain
for Texas A&M.
football.
Yeah.
Where he graduated college.
He didn't graduate.
He didn't graduate.
No, he left.
So he was just some asshole who went there?
A lot of those guys only go to college for a couple of years and they leave and go to the pros.
I don't know. I just assumed that like they cut him out, early with the degree. It's like, here you go. Like you've done so much for our football program. Here you go. Here's an honorary doctorate.
I think they named it like Manziel Field or some shit though. I want to say.
That's cool. I'd take that. I'd take that for sure.
I mean, the guy single-handedly brought the program back. So I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so he's a professional football player who got
first freshman.
three college chicks to sleep with him.
Yeah.
Good job, man. You're on TV fucking every week.
First freshman ever won the Heisman. So think about that.
Yeah.
Even though he was a redshirt
when
freshman,
was that?
but still.
Like
2012. 2012 or 2011.
So we're 3-4 years ago. I'm just saying, like,
Why you gotta hate?
because, like, he's a grown ass dude going back to college and banging college chicks.
Wouldn't
Like,
you?
I mean, I would. I'm just saying, like, you don't got to celebrate it like he's doing, like it's an accomplishment.
Whatever. Well, you were hating on him, so I had to throw that at
I'm
you.
definitely gonna hate on him all day.
Fine, you do that. So, anywho, he will be starting quarterback again this weekend against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They're gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, they got Landry Jones starting. No Le'Veon Bell. No Ben Roethlisberger.
That's
for the
true.
For the Steelers.
The Steelers are beat up.
Yeah, but so are the Browns. The Browns they got 2 starting DBs out. So, oh my God, Ohio State fumbled again.
What the fuck?
Well, let's wait a second. They haven't ruled it yet.
Anyway.
So it'll be an interesting matchup. Johnny Manziel's been taking a lot of heat this week, saying he can't throw from the pocket, which I have to agree.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, he's only started 4 games. Right now he's just trying to win football games, so he's got to go with what works. So it's basically like, okay, we can lose, and I can try to, get my fundamentals down at the same time and try to get better as a quarterback
for next year.
Or I can do what I do best and win us the game. So
I think he should work on his fundamentals because they're going to lose anyway. So you might as well be a better all-around quarterback at the end of it than having the loss and also just being a shitty NFL quarterback.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with you just because if the Browns defense wasn't so bad, I would have to disagree with you. But now that the Browns literally have the worst defense, passing, rushing, and not to mention they have the highest paid defense in the league. They might as well just screw it, lose, fail for Cardale, fail for whoever, fail for Bosa. I don't give a shit.
All right.
All these guys are going to get fired at the end of the year anyways. And Manziel will probably be gone if he doesn't play his ass off.
All right. Well, since the Buckeye game started, I'm going to speed round the NFL's picks for you. I got them up here.
Let's do it, yeah.
All right. Lions, Packers.
Packers.
I think the Lions upset the Packers.
Really? Go three losses in a row?
Yeah, I think just because it's that insane. All right. Panthers, Titans.
Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers have been just so much money.
Yeah, and they got they're going against a rookie quarterback. Yeah, I don't see.
And the Titans are not anything to talk about.
Besides Marcus Mariota, name another player for the Titans.
Who's the coach?
Exactly.
Bears, Rams.
We'll go with the Rams.
Yeah, I like the Rams in this too. Bears suck balls. Fucking Jay Cutler.
They're very bad. They're very disappointing. Their defense.
Dolphins, Eagles.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is one of those dumpster fire games, huh?
Yeah, I mean the Eagles should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Eagles in a shootout.
Yeah, I would take the Eagles too. I don't want to, just because again, I really like to be contrary, but no, I just don't see it. All right, so Browns, Steelers, we already talked about.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Bucks, Buccaneers.
I'm taking Cowboys. They're due for a win. They've lost 6 in a row. They haven't done that since the 80s. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're just playing a little bit better all around, and the Cowboys are done for the season.
Zeke touchdown!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Saints, Redskins.
Oh, jeez. We'll go with the Saints.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Drew Brees has been red hot right now.
If you pick anyone other than the Saints, I was gonna slap you in the face.
Anyone? You mean the Redskins?
Yeah, you could have picked anyone other than the Saints in that situation, and you'd get slapped in the face.
Gotcha. I'm glad I didn't.
Jaguars, Ravens.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars because Steve Smith's out for the year. Flacco doesn't have anyone to throw to. I think he'll spread it around.
Forsett still?
Forsett's playing.
Okay.
He's probable. He better be, or else I gotta change my draft game.
They got that going for him. But yeah, I'm gonna say here we are, Jaguars, Jags. I mean, Blake Bortles has been lighting it up.
Yes, he's been a great fantasy option.
Yeah, he throws 2 and 3 interceptions a game, but he also throws like 3 and 4 touchdowns a game. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take. I'll take the Jags in this one too. Who cares? Vikings, Raiders. God.
That's actually going to be a good game, I think. Vikings are 6-2. Raiders are battling for a wild card spot. But I think that it's going to be the Vikings defense that comes up big. I think I'm going to go with the Vikings.
See, I was hoping you'd pick the Raiders because I will never, ever pick the Raiders to win. I don't care how likely they are to win. I don't care if they've won every other game in the last 2.5 years. I still want them to lose that bad. Go
Forsett
Broncos.
is playing on Sunday, by the way.
That's what I like to hear. All right. Speaking of Broncos, Chiefs Broncos. Who are you taking in this one?
Ooh. Oh, I think this is going to be an ugly game, to be honest with you.
Broncos! Whoop!
Of course you're paying the Broncos. But, I mean, the Chiefs' defense, their pass defense is terrible. I'm going Broncos.
Yep.
I'm going Broncos.
Are we still undefeated? Have we lost a game yet?
You guys got beat by the friggin' Colts.
Oh, yeah, because Peyton Manning won't ever lose to the Colts because he's an asshole.
Just because he's such a nice guy.
All right. No, I'm like, what a dick. Never, like, has he ever beat the Colts? I don't think so.
I will never beat the Colts.
There it is. What a fucking douche. All right, Patriots, Giants. Patriots, Giants. What are you saying?
I'm going to go with the Giants because Dion Lewis is out for the year, torn ACL. He's been such a big part of the offense for the Patriots. Okay, the Patriots are probably going to win, but I'm still going to pick the Giants, though, just for the upset. Give Patriots their first loss of the year.
All right, yeah, I'm going to have to take the Patriots in this one. I think if every other receiving option is shut down as long as Gronkowski is still available, then the Patriots are probably going to win. I don't like to say it. I really would like them to lose, but I think they're going to win. Yeah. Cardinals, Seahawks.
That's going to be a sick game to watch. I think it's going to be the Cardinals just because their offense is better. They both have really good defenses, top to bottom defensive line, all the way to the DBs. Both teams are really good. So that's like that's a wash for me. So it's going to be basically who's got the better offense. Cardinals clearly have the better offense, better quarterback. Chris Johnson's been playing out of his mind. Larry Fitzgerald, John Brown. We're going Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals.
Yep, it's going to be the Cardinals. Carson Palmer is, again, about to go into retirement, so he's having just the fucking time of his goddamn life. I see them just doing good things, and on defense doing more good things. So
Michigan State scored.
Oh, yeah, good. But, like, they should have. I can't. Anyway.
Get to them.
Yeah. No, it's just like Michigan State is playing Maryland. Maryland should never have been in the game. Like, there was like 3 whole quarters. Anyway, not 3 quarters. It was like 2, maybe 1.5 quarters.
Yeah.
But where were we at? Cardinals, Seahawks, and then we had Texans, Bengals.
I'm going with the Texans to beat the Bengals. The Bengals are due for a loss.
They're running, what, 8-0 right now?
Yeah.
9-0?
They're one of the 4 teams still undefeated. The Texans have been really disappointing this year. I think I'm going with the Texans. I think J.J. Watt, I think Clowney, I think they get to Dalton. I think they rattle Dalton, and we see the Bengals' true stripes, their true colors. Monday night. And I just hate the Bengals. I hate the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bengals.
Of course you are.
I think they're going to win. The Red Rocket has not been thwarted as of yet.
He's been playing out of his mind.
Just looking great, and I mean, like the old Boy Scout Andy Dalton just killing it. I'm going to take the Bengals. They're looking great this year. I don't know what happened over there. We were absolutely wrong in our preseason predictions.
Oh, totally.
I mean, I've been wrong about a few things in my past, but never quite so wrong about something.
I think Baltimore to win the division, man, and they have the same record as the Browns.
Yeah. And then, like, you think about the Panthers, we said weren't going to do shit.
Yeah.
And the Panthers, the Bengals, and, the Lions actually didn't do shit. So we were right about that. But all the big cats we said we're going to do shit.
Yeah.
And 2/3 of them are just lightened up right now.
Yeah.
So
I think what's helped the Bengals, though, is that Tyler Eifert's healthy, and he has just been a monster. He's had a couple hat trick games where he's caught 3 touchdown passes.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he caught that.
Yeah, I know. It was a hell of a play.
Sorry.
Illinois just hit a big play here.
What a douche.
It's all right. They're going to get sacked 3 times in a row and miss a field goal.
Bosa.
But, yeah, I think Tyler Eifert's been the big difference for them because everybody else has just returned, and it's like he's been the big difference, I think, especially in the red zone.
Yep.
Scoring touchdowns instead of selling for field goals. That's the game.
Yeah, Mike didn't say anything I disagree with just now. So yeah, we're gonna roll with that.
Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
now here's the big one. You ready? Bills Jets.
They already played.
Yeah, no, this is the big one. Go ahead and pick.
I'm going to pick the Bills.
You're gonna pick the Bills, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. Let's take a stab out there. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I think the Bills are gonna win it 22-17. I'm just gonna call that score right now.
I'm going to agree with you on that.
You think it's gonna?
Yeah. I'm also going to go out there and say that they're going to wear solid color uniforms and that the media is going to be pissed off and make up a fake story about how the colorblind community is so offended by it.
How big is the colorblind community?
I don't know, like 300 dozen.
300 dozens.
I don't know. If you're colorblind and you watch this program, first of all, I apologize that we are not better entertainment for you. And second of all, I apologize that you can't see Max's hoodie very well.
Now, like, if you're colorblind, I got, like, because you can be levels of colorblind.
Yeah, but it's like, they're like, oh, you can't tell who's who. And it's like, I got an idea. Look at the damn helmets. One's got a friggin' buffalo on the side of it. The other one's got, it says New York on the side of it. Like, come on.
And I mean, like, does it matter, like, what their uniforms are? You know, like, one team is going against the other team.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell which way they're trying to run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
one has stripes, like, literally on their damn shoulder pads, and the other one has the stripes on the sides. Like, come on.
There's enough notifiers. And even if they were all wearing solid white jerseys up and down, everybody on the field, you could probably still tell who was on offense and who was on defense.
I can't believe they tried to make that such a big deal. It was so 4th and 1, they got stuffed. Way to go, Buckeyes.
Yeah, we really shouldn't be doing this while the game's on.
We got like ADD here right now. So
Ronda Rousey's on a big fight.
Ronda Rousey is fighting tonight. She is fighting against some chick who is also undefeated.
Whatever, who cares?
She was a former heavyweight boxing champion, but who cares?
Ronda Rousey's going to kick her ass. I say, okay, how many seconds do you think it's going to take?
Well, considering the fact that the last 3, this is an interesting stat I found out. The last 3 Ronda Rousey fights combined lasted 64 seconds.
Right.
A minute and 4 seconds.
Yeah, she beat the last chick in like 14 seconds.
I'm going to give this chick the benefit of the doubt and say it goes 40 seconds. I think maybe she lands a punch or two. Maybe shows Ronda Rousey's human. Have you ever seen the movie The Great White Hype?
Yes.
Okay, so in the beginning, when the champ shows up, Damon Wayans shows up, he's got that big gut,
Right, yeah.
and
He's
the white dude, and the white dude comes up there, hits him like 2 or 3 times, and he's just like trying to embarrass me on TV, and then just knocks him out, one big punch.
Yeah.
Game over. Done in the first round.
Jeff Goldblum was in that movie.
Yes, it was. So was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
There's a lot of good people in that movie too. Oh, what's his name?
Ethan Hawke, Damon Wayans.
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz was in that movie.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw John Lovitz in anything? Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely previous to this Ronda Rousey fight we're talking about.
Anyway. Go, if you're not going to watch the Ronda Rousey fight tonight, watch the Oklahoma game. If you're not going to watch the Oklahoma game, go rent Great White Hype. It's a great movie. It's pretty funny.
It's a solid.
Jamie Foxx is in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in that movie.
He drives a Cadillac Brougham. It's Merlot colored. A Merlot Brougham.
After that movie, I definitely checked out a Brougham. I'm a Brougham man. Like a 70, I could take like a 77 Brougham.
Oh, me too, dude.
That thing's like 15 feet long.
It's a boat with wheels, man. The trunk is as big as a compact
You can
car.
fit a whole.
You can fit a Prius in the trunk.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. That's like not even racist, like I was.
Yeah, right. What was gonna be the racist thing that you were gonna say?
No, I'm not gonna say it. You did the PC thing, and it's so much better.
Why was that PC? Anyway.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do.
What were you gonna
do
go?
The right thing.
Were you
I'm
gonna,
not gonna say it.
You gonna say Fiat or something like that? Were you gonna?
No. I was gonna say like a racist thing.
Okay, racist thing. We'll just leave it at that. We don't want to upset the colorblind community.
Yeah, no. You people out there, use your imaginations. Like imagine.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, all the people who might be listening.
Okay, the fans.
I don't know that we have
half
any
dozen
fans.
no, we
Any of
don't.
you casual listeners?
Yeah, if you have some yard work to do or something like that, you can just listen to us in the
Yeah.
background.
But insert
Go live your life.
Max's colorful racist comment here.
If you
And,
watch any of our previous podcasts, you might be able to probably get a hint or figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it this time.
He's not going to.
I'm growing as a person.
Look at all this draft. They're showing like all the draft prospects for Ohio State, and they're all like first round projections.
I think Ronda Rousey is going to beat this other lady in. I think she's going to do the whole round.
Really? You
Yeah.
think it's gonna go second round, huh?
I think because, like, I mean, it's obviously scripted that way, but
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with you on that. I think it has to be scripted just so to create some kind of drama.
right. So like
Build some buzz for her next fight
but see, they could be going Mike Tyson.
and just bite someone's ear off.
Everybody, like we're not biting the ear off yet because we're not old and fat and been in jail and came out of jail.
Gotcha.
But like she's gonna knock people out in like 14 seconds every time. So okay, my official. What was your guess?
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
It's gonna go longer than that. How long is the round?
I think it's like a couple minutes.
It's gonna go 10 seconds short of the round.
Okay. So right before the bell. Right before they can do the 10 seconds.
Yeah, she's not gonna get saved by the bell. She's gonna be just under saved by the bell.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my prediction.
So-
To the end of the first round.
So 11 seconds then.
Yeah,
Okay.
11 seconds short.
So it's 10 seconds to be saved by the bell.
Right, but no, she's
So
gonna
11 seconds.
She's gonna be out.
All right. So do you think she wins by knockout or submission?
Knockout.
I'm gonna go with submission. I think it's gonna be quick. She's just gonna catch her arm
Oh, okay.
and just
Throw her in the arm bar, throw her in
maybe
the
just
figure four leg lock.
yes, the sharpshooter.
She's gonna throw it up. Woo!
Yeah.
Call it a day. Woo! All right. Do we got anything else?
Greg Hardy's an asshole.
Greg Hardy is an asshole. But
That's about it.
all right, that's
I'm Carv.
I'm Max. And
Buckeye State.
Philip couldn't be here today, but he's with us in spirit. You have fun with the fiance.
Question mark? Fiance, question
We'll catch you guys later.